I'm going to show you why the Porsche Boxster is the best sports car in the world for £5,000, and we're starting right now. So what's going on YouTube? My name is Satch. This is my Porsche Boxster 986. This is the Driver 81 Porsche YouTube channel. If you're interested in Porsche videos on YouTube, then please consider clicking that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing. I post new Porsche videos every single Thursday onto the Porsche Boxster 986. So if you're new to the channel, you may not even know that I own a Porsche Boxster 986. I own this car alongside my Porsche Cayman 987 and my Porsche 911 997. Honestly, I don't even drive it. I've driven it probably 2 or 3 times in the last year. I drove it a few times last year. You may remember I did a track day. It broke a few times. I fixed it a few times, and I didn't really want to drive it after that, but there's a very good reason for that. I didn't really want to risk driving the car in case something broke on it, because if you don't know, I'm giving this car away to one of my subscribers on this channel when the channel hits 100,000 subscribers. So if that's not a good enough incentive to actually subscribe to the channel, then I don't know what is. You could win this car, but as I say, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm giving this away. So hit that subscribe button now and let's see how quickly we can get to 100,000 subscribers. So I'm actually quite interested to know how many of my current subscribers are currently Boxster owners, whether it be a 986, a 987, a 981 or a 718. Do me a favour, put a comment in the comments box below and let me know what make or model you have of the Porsche Boxster range, or maybe even if you're thinking about buying a Porsche Boxster, please put a comment in the box below, because, well, I may be able to offer some advice somewhere along the line. So please put a comment in the box below. And we're now into July 2019, and I have to admit I've seen quite a lot of Porsche Boxsters on the road who've been driving around with the sun out and the top down. And yeah, I've got to say, I'm pretty jealous. So I thought I'd give the car a clean, albeit a quick wash over. And I thought, you know what? F it. I'm taking this car out for a drive. So let's get back in the car and give it some beans. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how the car runs. As I say, it's been a long time since I've driven the car, and I really want to get the car up to temperature before going out, putting my foot down, giving it some real beans and scaring every old lady in sight. Not that there's many old ladies around here, I tell you that. And I think one of the main reasons I wanted to get this car out again, besides the sun shining, besides the jealousy of seeing everybody else driving their cars, is over the past few weeks and months, I think I've been maybe a little bit too caught up in driving other cars which have been thrown my way. You may remember I drove the Porsche 918 Spider a few weeks back, and then I also drove the brand new Porsche 911 992. Both very good cars in their own right, but I think I need to come back to basics and drive a car like this. And when I sit in the cockpit of this car, you know, it just feels very homely and very familiar. So this particular car is a 2000 model year. It's a Porsche 986 Boxster. It has the 2.7 litre engine, which is pumping out around about 220 brake horsepower. Yes, the S model, which is the 3.2 model, is faster. The 2.5 model is slower. But would I have more or less fun in any of those cars? I don't think so. Maybe a little bit more fun in the S. I wish I kind of had gone for the S in all honesty, but the 2.7 is just fine. You know, the 2.5, the 2.7 and the 3.2, they're just numbers. They have nothing to do with me getting behind the wheel of this car and having just as much fun no matter what those numbers are. Still getting that retro feel out of the Porsche Boxster 986, and that's what I love. And one of the reasons I love the Porsche Boxster is because it's so tight, it's so nimble, it's small, but it has a great presence on the road. You know, if it wasn't for the Porsche Boxster 986, then All of the modern Porsches that you see today simply wouldn't exist. Porsche 987, Porsche 997, Porsche 991, Porsche 992, Cayenne, Macan, Panamera, Cayman wouldn't exist if it wasn't for this car right here. And that's why this car is so special. And it's so cheap. Let me see if I can pull over here and have a little chat. Now the prices of these cars are luringly low. You know, that can actually be a bad thing, to be honest with you. The lower end cars can be bought for about £3,500 in the UK. And let's say somebody has a budget of £3,500 for a fun kind of weekend car. The problem with buying one of these cars for £3,500 is that the chances are you're probably going to need another £3,500 to deal with repairs, to deal with upkeep and maintenance. And the build quality on these cars is generally pretty damn good. But as these cars get older, you know, this is a 19-year-old car now, it's nearly a 20-year-old car. And there comes a time in every car's life, doesn't matter whether it's a Porsche, a BMW or Mercedes, where things start to go wrong, things start to seize up, rubbers start to dry out, and you need to spend a bit of money on these cars to keep them in good running order. So I'd say if you see a car for maybe £3,500–4,000, then keep a few £1,000s aside as well, because you never know what's going to be hidden around the corner with these cars, and the chances are there probably will be something. So if you're a current or potential Boxster 986 owner, we recommend looking at the iCarSoft POR version 1.0 kit. It's going to help you diagnose a wide range of faults, including the engine system, ABS, PSM, airbags, transmission, service reset, you name it. So I'll put the link to this kit in the description below this video. And what about the future prices for these cars? Well, I think the lower end cars will pretty much stay where they are, maybe rise just a little bit. We're not going to see too much rise on the lower end cars because, as I mentioned, they're going to need work doing to them, and it's going to take a lot of time and effort for people to put these back to former glory. I think the cars where you'll see a real increase over the next few years will be the cars which are in excellent condition and the cars which are in concourse condition and have maybe just a few thousand miles on them. There probably aren't many around, but there will be some. Those are the cars which are going to go up in value. Those are the cars that the collectors are going to want to get hold of, and those are the cars that are going to make more money in the end ultimately. So with regards to investments, I'd say now is definitely the time to buy. Now is definitely not the time to sell. If you do have a Boxster 986 in great condition, then only maybe consider selling it, like I say, if it's in concourse condition and it has maybe just a few thousand miles on it. If you have a car like this car here, I value this car at about £3,500 to £4,000. It's got 122,000 miles on the clock. It's got a few things wrong with it here and there. It's got a bit of bubbling on the arches. The bodywork isn't great, but it's a fantastic car to get out and drive. The real value in the lower end cars is you getting out and driving the car. That's where you get your value from. This is, of course, just simply my opinion. If you think I'm wrong or you have a different opinion about where the prices will be, what kind of cars will make money, what kind of Boxsters won't make money, then please put a comment in the box below. I'd be really interested to hear your comments on this. So let's see if we can take a look at the modifications on the car, if I can remember them. Alright, so as you can see, it has the GT3 front end on the car, and I think the GT3 front bumper looks absolutely fantastic on the Boxster 986. And as you come along the sides, you will also see we've got the GT3 side skirts as well. They're going along there. The car hasn't been lowered, it's still sitting on its normal suspension and its original suspension. We've got clear side markers in there. We've got clear front lights on there. You know, you normally see them with the orange bits in here, which don't look too great. It's also got the turbo twist wheels on. They are 18-inch turbo twist wheels, I believe, and I think it makes the car look absolutely fantastic. Coming around the back of the car, not too many other modifications actually. We've done the side vent grills. We've painted them black. And what else have we got? Coming round the back of the car, we've put clear indicator lenses on the back there. which I think look really good. Maybe not to everybody's taste. Some people like the smoked ones or even the originals, but I love them the way they are, and I think the car looks absolutely beautiful. So it's been a great car which I've absolutely loved driving, owning for the past couple of years, but it needs to find a new owner, and I need to get to 100,000 subscribers before I can give this away. In all honesty, I don't think it has the appeal of the 911, but it's not competing with the 911. It's more competing with, I don't know, maybe the MX-5, the BMW Z3 or Z4, maybe even the little Mercedes SL cars. So while the sun's shining, I'm gonna go out and give it some more beans in this car. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to win this car and you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. If you think we can get to 100,000 subscribers quicker and I could use your help, then maybe share this on Instagram, share it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever you need to. So remember, I post new videos every single Thursday. And if you want to stay up to date with all the Porsche news, everything that's going on with my Porsche cars, then click that subscribe button and make sure to check out my channel every Thursday morning in the UK. This is so much fun. Oh, so much fun.